It's the Niners and the Giants.
And it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a 49er first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Motioning left is their running back. First down throw by Purdy. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
They kick the running back in motion. Purdy now on 2nd and 10. He's loaded another one up. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deontay Banks. And the Giants take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Locke looking to throw. He's got him. That's Tracy. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
A handoff to Tracy. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. It goes down as a gain of nothing on the run, and now they're left with 3rd and 14. Locked down. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Giants ready to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. No return on that punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Draw play. This is McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have 3rd and 4.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 from the 41. Get the fullback involved here. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Here's 2nd and 7. Chased out to his right. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They toss to McCaffrey, running left. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
On the toss, it's McCaffrey. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Escapes the pocket. That throw finds Kittle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The 49ers hoping to break this tie before the half. Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Defense making a couple of good stops here, and this brings up 3rd and goal.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. just haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone. Now Purdy. He's on the move. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's wishing he left this one in the end zone, Brock, as he goes out of bounds short of the 25. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. They're out and set, 1st and 10. To throw, here's Locke. He locates Daniel Bellinger. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released in ultimate.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
A 3-yard loss on the play.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Jamie Gillen on now to punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. So that's halftime here in this one. The 49ers on the road, but currently with the lead. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. The call came in before the teams even hit the locker rooms. We're skipping halftime. We're starting the 3rd quarter right away. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Giants offense with the football. They'll get it first in this 2nd half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Nuh-uh.
And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
The Giants are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He takes this a little short of midfield. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Very good return as he picks up 20. And they're going to take over possession. Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. He's got it on the bootleg. Flushed out of the pocket. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up fourth down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
They send a tight end in motion. Looking to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a fourth down stand.
Damn. My bad.
Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception.
Let's go.
Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 14. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Setting up the screen. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Giants football. They're on a mission. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what, what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
He'll throw it. Rolling left, buying some time. Brought in by Ayuk near the sideline. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. They get 28 out of that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He rolls to his right. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted actually, so 2nd down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when
What
it
up,
comes
Blur?
to results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's
Cannon.
fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Back to throw it. Headed out right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line.
Tick, tick,
Yeah,
tick,
later, bro.
tick,
Later,
tick. You know, his internal
later.
clock
Month
right there
forward.
told him
Later.
it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. 49ers feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Back to throw. Buying some time left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. This is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Yes, sir.
Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this forward to the 19. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He keeps it himself. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They'll come up 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Getting out to his left. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! When you reach the speed he has around the league,
See that?
well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
On is Moody for the extra point. Near that right upright, but it sneaks in. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now here comes the New York offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over.
Let's get it.
Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Locked to throw it. Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. Free inside the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Looking to throw it. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown. And there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over.
Damn.
How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
As we approach the final half minute of play, their comeback hopes resting on recovering this kick. And the 49ers are going to get this kick. They're going to hang on for the win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. Their lead's still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays. Take one more knee and celebrate.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's McCaffrey. And he's got it down to before going out. San Francisco calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. First and 10 now from the 30. They send a man in motion. They toss right side to McCaffrey. And they make the tackle at the 28. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's McCaffrey. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Setting up to pass. Buying some time right. Throwing deep for the end zone. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Here he is to throw. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Deonte Banks.
One more time.
So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm